So here's the little Candy Twins. These are the 1" by 8" cello bags and filled with candies and made into these little dolls. I'm going to show you how to make our little girl. You're going to need 2 cello bags. Fill them with candy only about 1/3 of the way. You want 1/3 of your bag to be empty. Then you're going to split your candies into 3. I happen to have 12, so I'm pushing 4 up for her arms, and the rest are going to be her legs. So I'll do the same with both. And I'm going to take a twist tie and just twist that around the center. I like using a twist tie because then her head bends a little bit because of the wire. You can also use a string if you don't have a twist tie. So that'll be the body. And take a little piece of fabric about 6½ inches by 3 inches. And we'll just start a little knot in one end here. And then you're just going to do just a simple running stitch in and out along the top. And I'll just do another little knot there so it doesn't come out. And then this is going to go, yeah, you want the arms above it, and that'll go around where your twist tie is. And then I'm just going to, since I still have my thread, I'll grab it from the other side. Now if you didn't want to sew, you could also do this with, probably with sticky strip, but the sewing kind of gathers it nicer. And I'll just pin my little thread there. And that's it for her dress. I'm just going to take a little scrap. Here's one. And my stapler. And I have no idea where my stapler is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just going to staple and twist tie to that little scrap. I'm going to fold it over. Then what we're going to do, got 2 parts and pieces here. Okay, we've got 2 of these. So one of them we're going to glue. This will be the back. And let's do the front right away too so I can get them the same size. I sponged around the outside edges and then I just gave her some rosy cheeks. So I'm going to want that in the same spot. So where did my other one go? I just saw it here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I want to line these up, so I'm just going to do that. It doesn't have to be exact, but okay. So this we're going to glue. Kind of inside. So you want the top of her body to come sort of at the base of the head there. And after you stick this piece on, put Tombow all over. And I'm going to do her. Oops. Make sure I got some glue on that. These are going to be her little ponytails. Pigtails. So these are the bird from the Bird Punch. So just put them with the beaks facing up. And then we've got 2 little ears. And these are from the Mitten Punch. I'm just going to scrape some on the tip there. And put little ears on. Make sure that's going to stay. And then put the other layer on top. Line it up at the base. And just kind of hold that till everything's all set there. Okay, now we're going to do her hair. Her bangs. She looks bold right now. So all I did for the bangs was I punched a 2.5 inch circle and then used the 2.5 inch circle punch again to make a couple more snips. And then we're going to glue that. It's going to be the front of her hair. It can stick up a little. And we'll put her little eyes on. These are the 1/2 inch circles punched out of the white. Give her some. And this is the circle from the Itty Bitty Punch pack. And then for the mouth, I'm just going to take my marker, the rose red marker, and I'll just borrow an ear or 3/4 inch circle will work too. And I just traced. Okay, you can just leave her like that if you want, or if you want to put feet and hands on her. What I did is I punched 2 hearts from early espresso, and then I took my heart punch and just snipped off the corner. And you can do them together. For some reason, normally you can't punch 2 pieces of cardstock at once. So this one I'm going to make sure that this time, oops, this one was facing that way. So make sure your other boot is facing the other way. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind, because I want the be the boot for the other side, so you just flip it over. And you're going to take some Big Shot adhesive. And you could do this before you punch them, but I prefer to do it after so I don't waste as much. Just peel this back a little bit, and I'm going to just put your boots on there. So this needs to be the opposite. And you're going to also want to put your hands on there. So, and again with the hands, make sure they're the opposite. And I need one more hand. Yeah, you want them all to be in pairs because they're going to be front and back. Okay. And then squish that down really good. Now, I might just cut this off just so it's easier to work with. I can see it from the back. It's not really necessary, but just easier. Okay, so we'll peel this off. Keep in mind this is all sticky in between, so you're not going to want to be laying anything on there. Okay, let's start with her shoes. And I'm going to do the back one first. Now if you get any adhesive in the corner, just kind of pull it in a little bit. Squish up her candies a little. And just stick your boot on there. Take the opposite guy and line it up right on top. Now if you get any of this adhesive on top, most of the time you can rub it away, it'll just kind of ball up. If it doesn't, the adhesive remover works really well. And I'll do the back again first. Put the little boot on. There, see again, I got some adhesive on the front. And I think I want the thumb down. So squish that up. Now this is a little bit wider than my mitten, so I'm just going to bend that in a little bit. Fold it in. I should have did that before I picked up my mitten. And we'll put the pear on top. You'll want to keep some wipes handy for this because your fingers get a little sticky, but it holds really well. Actually, I should have did that with the head too. This will be the bottom. Oops, stay. And again, just fold the plastic a little bit so it's not so wide at her wrist. And that's it for the little doll. Oops, back again. I missed a part. I got about a ½ an inch, 3/4 of an inch of the fabric because I wanted to make a little matching bow for her hair. So just tie it in a knot. Make sure, doesn't matter which way the knot is, but make sure your two ends, when you pull them, the right sides are up. And I'll just do one on the other end here because I have a strip. And I'll do the same thing, make two little bows. Okay, or not. This was just another 6½ inch strip by about ½ an inch wide. And it's more than I need, but it's easier to tie if you've got lots to work with. And pull that tight. You can get rid of the strings if you want. And then just cut it to the length you want. And I'm going to use a glue dot to attach that to her hair. And that other end. Yeah, probably. Okay. And she's got two little matching bows.